Have you ever felt disappointed when the star player of your club doesn't perform well in a game? Not only once but multiple times. When that happens, there is a high chance that the club will consider selling out that player in the upcoming transfer window and bring in a better performing player to strengthen their squad. With 2023 ending after a fantastic season for football fans and players alike, the January transfer window is coming up and is highly anticipated by all. Football clubs are on the hunt for star players, and of course, they will take advantage of the transfer window to sell off underperforming players as well. In this video, we will reveal 8 famous football clubs and the players they need to let go of by this January's transfer window. 1. Manchester United. Manchester United is a big name for football fans. The club has been known for looking out for the best players to strengthen their squad. They signed Andre Onana, a Cameroonian player who was formerly playing for Inter Milan as a goalkeeper this season. Man United secured him for their squad as he had shown in his last season with Inter Milan. But this signing up soon proved to be a costly decision for the football club. Onana has not been able to perform up to the club's expectations, and there's enough speculation that Manchester United might be considering letting go of Onana this January. They might want to bring in another goalkeeper to save the ball from going past the post too often, as they have already witnessed in the short time that Onana has played for them. 2. Paris Saint-Germain. We know when you read Paris Saint-Germain, you probably thought we would mention Kylian Mbappe. Mbappe's contract is ending with just 6 months left with PSG, but he is a star player and the club might want to keep him on the team. The player they should let go of by this transfer window is Fabian Ruiz. Ruiz has given an impressive performance in PSG earlier, but under Luis Enrique, he seems to be given very little game time. Unable to make his mark with PSG lately, the Spanish midfielder might be on the list for a move to another club. However, some clubs are eager to have him on board, as Juventus might be on the lookout for a midfielder of Ruiz's caliber, and might end up signing him if he is available. 3. Tottenham. Tottenham Hotspurs are also looking forward to this January's transfer window, and the player we think will be getting sent to another club this time is Eric Dyer. Dyer has been on the team for a long time and has an impressive record as a midfielder, but lately he is struggling on the field. With the defender partnership of Christian Romero and Mickey van de Ven, Dyer has been getting very little game time and has been unable to leave a mark this season. The English professional footballer should try his luck out at other clubs that can give him a better chance to shine. 4. Manchester City. Of course, we couldn't leave Manchester City out of the list. Just like Man United, Man City has made some decisions in the past that are starting to cost the club's overall performance. Defensive midfielder Calvin Phillips might be out of favor this year. Earlier, he was adamant about fighting for his spot in the Man City team, but with the recent matches, his performance seems to be going down. Phillips was signed in 2022, but now it might be time for him to make a move as fans and the club alike are disappointed in the way his performances are going. 5. Barcelona. Barcelona is known to have signed some of the best football players of this generation, from Robert Lewandowski to Gavi. Barcelona is keen to have the best players on the squad. 2 years ago, they signed Ferran Torres from Man City, but that decision did not turn out to be in their favor. The Spanish forward was brought to the team for over £40 million, as Barcelona thought the player would be a great addition and boost their team. But sadly, Torres has not been able to meet the high expectations of the club. After 2 years in Barcelona and still struggling to prove his mettle on the field, we think the ever-ambitious football club might use this transfer window to cash in on him. 6. Liverpool. Liverpool is also no small name in the world of football, especially the Premier League. They have the likes of Mohamed Salah and Alexander-Arnold Trent on their team, so it's no wonder that they are big on keeping players with stellar performances. But in this transfer window, as they are looking at new targets, they might have to let go of some players. Top on the list seems to be midfielder Thiago Alcantara. Thiago joined Liverpool in 2020 for a 4-year contract, and his performance is not the issue for the club either. It's the fact that he just can't seem to stay fit and gets injured very often. Perhaps Liverpool might let go of Thiago in January and bring in another player to fill up the gap of a midfielder for their team. 7. Arsenal. Arsenal is undoubtedly one of the most famous football clubs in the Premier League, and they are eagerly looking forward to the January 2024 transfer window. There have been speculations that Arsenal is not pleased with the performance of their goalkeeper Aaron Ramsdale, so there's a high chance that the club might let their player of about 2 seasons go. Ramsdale has given decent performances throughout his career in Arsenal, but with David Raya being signed into the club, there has been a significant drop in the games he is allowed to play. The competition goes strong for the two goalkeepers, but unfortunately, Ramsdale seems to be losing favor with Arsenal. Another player at Arsenal facing the same issue of not getting enough game time is Emile Smith-Rowe. The club might transfer either or both of these players this January. 8. Chelsea. When it comes to transfer windows, Chelsea is always quite active in recruiting new players. This year, they have their eyes on Ivan Toney, Ryan Cherki, and Aaron Ramsdale, so it's obvious that they have considered some players to let go of to bring in new entries to the squad. There are two players that we think might be playing their last season with Chelsea: Trevor Chalobah and Robert Sanchez. Sanchez has lost them points in the previous games, and Chelsea fans are hoping to see another goalkeeper in the upcoming season, while Chalobah has just not been getting enough game time, suggesting that he might be out of favor at the club. Chelsea is known for shipping out players, even after a very short span of 6 months. So we are just as eager as you are to see which players Chelsea would let go of and which names they will be adding to their list. Conclusion. So folks, it's a wrap for today's video on footballers that your favorite club needs to cash in on by this January's transfer window. Football is a game of ups and downs. We know it is hard for some players to keep performing consistently. They might have given stellar performances in the past, but if they are costing their clubs, then it might be time for them to move on. But underperforming is not always the reason for player transfers. Most players move on to other clubs for better prospects, more game time, and better opportunities. After all, just like the clubs are looking for better players, the players are also on the hunt for better clubs to promote them and their careers. Stay tuned to our channel for more content on football, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Which players do you think are ready for the move this January? Let us know in the comments below.